Alright, what we've done here, after lots of wrangling, the 75 pounds of canvas, is to stretch the canvas across the top frame. Basically, how it goes is make sure that the two side panels are outside of the corner pieces on both sides. And then what you're going to do is you're going to work each corner forward, work the fabric forward on each side until finally you've pulled it enough so that the top flap goes over the front frame piece, and now you've got it hanging. You've got the back all in place, you've got your sides still unzippered, and that's pretty much the hardest part of the whole operation. Noticing, this is our first time that we've set up a tent this size, and I gotta say it's kind of impressive. This Mylar, new Mylar material, it's fantastic. I'm very curious to see what kind of results we get. I know that Grow Boys in the Netherlands did an article about in the fall of last year comparing Mylar with plastic, and I think the results were 33% more light was reflected into the lux meter. So we're kind of impressed with this tent. It's a third of the price of the Hydro Hut that we sell, and I think it's got everything and a little bit more. The Mylar looks better. It's got some pockets here on the side. It's got access ports in the back. That's either for fresh air in, forced fresh air in, 4-inch ports, or it's for electrics out. It's nicely velcroed on the side. You've got your 6-inch cutouts, which are velcroed on. So if these need to be removed, you just take the velcro off. You pop, that's standard 6-inch, so you can find ducting at the local duct place, or you can buy it from a hydro store, and you can buy it from us. And you stick your 6-inch inline fan, or your 6-inch duct fan, probably a 6-inch duct fan, into that, and a filter or whatever, and you've got your fresh air. You can even route that through, if you choose to go high pressure sodium metal halide, through one of the hoods with a 6-inch connector, or if you're doing LED, then that can just be used for filtration and fresh air. And I like the pockets, and I like the little vents with the louvers on the side. So really nice design job. We like it again. Another great product from those guys. So we're just going to zip this bad boy up and get to work. All right. One thing of note: when you're zipping this up, in order to make everything perfectly light reflective, again, it's amazing. They put a little flange on the bottom. Make sure this flange doesn't get caught in the zipper when you're zippering it up, and make sure it's on the inside of the frame, inside of the tent. Again, we can go around the outside. We can see that the flange is on the inside, so we're safe to zip it up. Okay, so you're going to zipper up all the side zippers first, and the last zipper to go is right at the top center. It's just like a jacket. You align the two, just zip down, and you're good to go. So she's all zipped up now. Cover the top, a little wrinkly, but fantastic job, fantastic tent. We'll take you around the sides. This is what I was talking about before, maybe better on the other side. What we got here is, that's the access panel. Again, you got nice touch up there. Velcro, so that when you take the panel off, you can just slap it right up on top there, so that you don't lose that little side. So as it stands now, the tent is pretty much light proof. You're going to get a little light leakage sometimes around the vents in the bottom, but certainly nothing that would cause any great discomfort. So there you go. That's setting up the Lighthouse, the new Lighthouse Hydro tent, and we love it. I'll take you inside, and that's it for the day. And this is the finished tent view on the inside. Again, you've got every square inch of this place just covered in Mylar. The reflectivity is going to be absolutely amazing. You're going to get bounce back under the leaves, bounce back over the walls. It's going to be like having another set of lights just from the reflectivity. You've got 2 pockets to store your pH meters, timers, whatever. We've got 2 access ports in the back for electrics and or air in. 2 different 6-inch access ports up top for an inline or duct fan. You can chuck a filter on this. And it's a great size on the inside. Again, this is a little over 4 foot by 4 foot, which is a fantastic footprint. You know, I'd personally probably put either two LEDs or maybe even 3, or you could rock your high pressure sodium. The last thing that we're going to do, and I will say, if you're going to be using HID lights in these tents, just be careful. Don't get the light. You know how much heat those things put out, so don't get the lights too close to the tent material. You know, you snooze, you lose. However, this is a large enough tent that it's going to give you enough standoff that you pretty much will be good. So the absolute last 2 things to do is to put in the base, put in the floor of the tent. There's the double floor for spills or any kind of liquid problems. You can take it out and clean it. And we're going to put in the roof and the light hangers. There are 3 types of roof support, you'll notice. You've got these bent ones, 2 of those. Again, for this size tent. Each tent is a little bit different, but essentially the same components. You've got straight ones in the middle, and then on the side you'll notice that you've got ones with little notches in. The ones that you're looking for to put in are the 2 straight ones. Those go in first, and those go from side to side, from left to right. Now we're inside the tent, and you're going to notice that there's the holes. They're oriented inward, like I told you to do when you built the top, because it's easier to see that way. Now these are going to have to be rotated up. The easiest way is to just put the piece of metal into the hole and then rotate, and it'll actually turn the frame inside the corner piece, and that's perfect because what we're going to do is we're going to attach the other side to the other side across there. Alright, we got the 2 top stringers in. They're tied in. Sometimes it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but usually it's not too much problems at all. So after you've got the horizontal ones in, now we can work on the light hangers and the supports. Alright, the floor is in there now, and as you can see, I mean, this black portion here is actually a flange that you can fold up, so it's literally wall-to-wall Mylar. Again, that's for any drips or any kind of nutrient spills or anything like that. You can take it out, wash it without having to deassemble your tent. The last thing to note is you might think, I mean, the top pieces they're pretty exact, so they are sometimes a little bit of a pain in the ass to fidget with and put into the sides and into the front and back supports. One thing is that if you notice it coming up real short, then chances are that you're not together. Either you're not pushed in tight enough, or you made a mistake and didn't keep these in the vertical, the square. So that's the only thing that's going to cause the cross members to be off. You might have to fiddle with them for a while, but eventually you'll get it, and you'll be ready to set up your light.